But
That'd be
so
awesome. I think.
so yeah, the and please share. But I had shoulder surgery and I was in a hospital. I'll never forget. I was in so much pain. I kept hitting the button, kept hitting the button, kept hitting the button, and then I had to go to the bathroom, and I couldn't go to the bathroom. And the nurse was like, "Well, hey, that's fine. If you're in that much pain, you keep using the morphine button. We'll just get a catheter, and then I'll be like, whoa, keep the button away from me."
You were hitting the wrong button or something?
No, I was hitting a. What's up, Pip? Actually, Ken Pippin, who just hopped on, he's my former roommate, one of the best football players I've ever played with. And actually, a super awesome guy, man. What's up, Kev?
What's going on, Kevin?
Ken and I lived together and played football side by side. And so
guys lived
Ken, I was telling about my shoulder surgery. So I came home, and they gave me some medicine and everything else. And I was like, I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'll go to a party. My buddy's having a party. And I remember standing in front of a ping pong table playing beer pong, the old way, not this throwing shit. You actually hit the ping pong ball back and forth. And I'm going, yeah, Dr. Mattern did hook me up, Ken. And we were hitting it back and forth. And all of a sudden, it was like the pain medication just wore off.
Oh, shit.
And I turned white. And I was like, my buddy Chris Blatt was there. I was like, Chris, you got to take me home, bro. I'm like, I got to go home. And I remember just sitting on a chair, and I had to sleep in this lounge chair upright. There's a lot of pain, but, I actually wish I would have got my other shoulder done. That's how much better whatever, how you say it. But that's how better my shoulder felt afterwards.
Wow.
A little bit betterer.
Betterer. Yes, much better.
Well, when this happened, they did the what do you call it, the X-rays, and they said the best way that it happened was that it was sort of like into the bone as opposed to across the bone. I didn't understand what they meant, but they said, but if it's across, it has a tendency to take longer to heal. If it's more like a fracture into the bone, it actually heals faster, and it doesn't complicate things as much, but it still hurts like the dickens. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. No, I can only imagine.
Well, the only thing I can take away from your story is that you were living with a man. That's the only thing I can take away from your story.
Pippin, you gotta get surgery, bro. Gotta get surgery. Kenny Pippin. So, yeah, I mean that was my nightmare story. Duncan, you fell and from the height
2 feet,
of
2 feet.
2 feet.
Jesus.
Broke your what was it? Did you break the humerus? You broke the humerus, which is not very humorous.
That's not humorous at all.
What's up, my man from Cigar Cabin? What's up, buddy? Les, I love him, man. He's such a great guy, man.
Is it Les or Dez?
Dez. Why did I say Les? I'm looking at something over here that has Les on it, and I don't know what the hell. Sorry, Dez.
Dez is never Les.
Well, I hopped on. He was on the other night live, and I just and I got a chance to hop on and shoot the shit with him. Just a great guy. Nolita, hola. What's going on?
Hola, viejita. Hey,
Doña
Mom.
Noli. I fell 4 feet out of a tree. Ken, what were you doing 4 feet up a tree?
Dude, I'm telling you, man. It's
Tough
those,
news, man. Tough news.
It's those short distances that can mess you up so bad, dude. I'm telling you, I'm terrified to ever get up on a damn step ladder ever again, or a stool or anything like that, dude. I'm like, the hell with that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do the intro. We're gonna come back and talk more about shoulder injuries. We're gonna talk about cigars.
Yes.
So
yes.
I got some pretty cool things I want to share with you guys.
Cool.
Yes.
Because you guys are the bookends of cigar knowledge.
Is it clothing optional?
Well, you can get naked. Hold on.
Nice.
You got 30 seconds. Duncan, you got 30 seconds to get naked.
Oh, we're getting naked.
Just keep your sling on. Hola, brothers and sisters of the Leaf. We are here live from the Stogie Road Studios. I got my man Lars. I got my man Duncan. Don't forget to go to vsrcigarfam.com. We have cigars available, and we have the new Amendola 3-pack, the We Are the Muscle sample pack.
That's nice, man.
That's very nice.
I haven't tasted those.
What's up, John? Good to see you. Thank you from Somerville, South Carolina. We got Ronnie from the Windy City. He said, please don't get naked.
A little nudity, just a little, not a lot, just a little.
But Ronnie, are you saying please don't get naked? Or is it one of those situations where you really want us to get naked?
Yeah, is it like reverse psychology here?
Exactly, it could be.
How about the cable guy? Was that the greatest or
the movie?
Billy.
Oh, it's when he does the.
He's in jail.
He does this. Yeah. That's a scene from. Oh God, what movie is that? Where the guy goes to a Turkish prison for smuggling hash. Midnight Express.
Midnight Express.
Yep. Oh Billy. Oh God. I like that movie. That's a great reference there, Lars.
Hey, Kurt, you said we were like the bookends of cigar knowledge.
Bookends.
Which one am I? Right bookend or left bookend?
Whichever one you want to be, buddy.
Right,
you get to pick.
I'm in the right spot, though.
Yeah, Pip, I'm ripped. A little hairy though. It's like having a beach body, but then I decide to wear a sweater.
Heavy cashmere sweater.
I wear a cashmere sweater to the beach. It's okay. I swear to God, I want to get the 40-year-old virgin when he gets the waxing. Glenn Clarkson.
Ronnie says he's gonna show us his naked head. That's scary.
Jennifer wants to know what the framed images are flanking you.
These actually, Jen, like you guys, I love hunting in these little antique places and little, secondhand stores. These are Chinese images of plates. They're dragons, like a dragon seal. So I found them at a little antique shop. I thought they were kind of cool. Perfect match. I like them. I'm into the whole, Asian motifs every now and then. For $3 for the pair, not bad.
It's awesome.
Yeah, man. It's just it's nice. I liked it. Again, I couldn't afford probably the real Chinese plates because they're made of that fine porcelain, but I can afford these at $3, so not bad.
Looks good. Looks stylish.
Right
so Lars, what are you smoking tonight, buddy? Something old.
Yeah.
Something with some fantastic aging.
Yeah, it is old, but it's like So this is the crazy thing. I always blend these cigars for myself, and I have small amounts of a certain kind of tobacco that I like, and I'll just make them for myself and put them away. And those are my own smoking cigars. So
very nice.
And it's like almost it's towards a full bottle. It's between medium and full.
Duncan,
what's up?
What are you smoking, bro?
Well, I heard, quote unquote, from those who are more knowledgeable than I, that if you have you're trying to heal, you got to be careful. You got to slow down on your smoking. So I'm not smoking this week as aggressively. So I picked up a Robusto early this morning, and I set it down, and I went back to it again. It's a house blend, one of the Doña Noli cigars. It's a little Robusto Natural. I said natural. That was just stupid. Natural. I don't know what the heck I was saying.
You can say natural if you want.
Yeah. Natural. I like that.
Oh, natural.
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 You can say that. That's cool.
No, it's a nice little, Habano natural. I like it. It's got flavor. It's got intensity. It's not a mild cigar. But it's not overwhelmingly heavy because I didn't want to smoke too crazy over the day. So, one cigar for today, man. One cigar. I'm kind of like a little bit, bummed out.
Did you break your elbow or your jaw? What's the matter with you? Maybe you did hit your head harder than you thought.
I'll tell you what, man. It's funny. If it would have been anything like,
Jennifer says my sound is.
Your audio is you're being heavily criticized, Lars. Okay. We got critics. We got Jennifer. We got Ronnie. Sons of bitches.
It's still a bit muffled.
Well,
Yeah.
the Titan that carry. I mean,
What was
come
your
on.
question, Duncan? What am I smoking? Is that what your question was?
Yeah, what are you smoking, brother? Yeah, I mean, like, enough about what Lars what he's going through. Poor guy. What are you smoking, Kerry? By the way,
No. We want Lars to get his microphone working right.
Yeah,
We can't hear you, Lars.
but that blue sweater just brings out the color of your eyes.
Is it
What's
any
that?
better now?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I know
Yes.
what it is then. It's a stupid thing I bought.
Yes,
It's
yes.
terrible.
I think the only problem is that we got echoes now.
Yes.
Is it echoing?
Yes.
Okay.
Duncan, stop it. It's Duncan. Oh, Lars. Effing Duncan, we finally got the microphone working.
Is it echoing now?
No, it's not. It wasn't.
Now?
No, it wasn't echoing before. Duncan was just being a douche, bag.
All right.
Duncan was
at least
being
that's
Duncan.
better.
Hey man, listen, you coming at me? I gotta come at something. I gotta do something, brother.
Yeah, it wasn't echoing at all. It was Duncan.
Duncan.
So what am I smoking tonight, Duncan? You asked
Yeah,
me.
man, what are you smoking?
I want to introduce you to a new brand that I'm probably going to be carrying on the VSRCigarFam.com webpage.
Nice.
But
On, show it, Big Daddy, show it.
it comes in 3 blends, and I'm going to show you the 2 of the blends. Look at that packaging.
Wow. That's pretty nice.
Scarlet Crown.
Nice.
It's wrapped in this really cool looking newspaper.
I like that.
And then we have the Culture.
Ooh, nice.
I gotta tell you, and then there's a third cigar that is called Smooth Sailing. So the Smooth Sailing is a little bit is mild. Let's say the Culture is probably medium to full bodied, and then the Crown is a full body. And I'm actually the Scarlet Crown. I'm gonna smoke the Scarlet Crown tonight for the first time. I gotta tell you, the Culture. I'm not a very mild smoking person, but Smooth Sailing, if you do like some really mild, actually picks up halfway through. It's a great cigar. The Culture was literally fantastic. It was like freaking. For me, it took me back to years ago. It was fantastic. So each cigar comes in these little packets. Look at that. Look at the care. Look at the care.
Nice.
You talk about quality boutique, not some freaking half-ass put something together. And then the cigar band is pretty fat too. Look at that.
That's
It
nice.
is beautiful.
Is that like it looks like the Hail Hydra. No,
It does look like Hail Hydra, but I think it's more
I'm just
of
a comic book guy. I'm just a comic book
the
nerd.
Kraken.
Yeah,
So
I like that.
I'm gonna
Nice.
smoke this bad boy tonight. So yeah, stay tuned on when they're going to be available on the VSRCigarFam.com. It's thank you, Ken. Ken says he loves my package. Thank you, Ken. It wouldn't be
We've
the
all
first.
said this before. You
Wouldn't
got
be
a
the first
great
time you
package.
see my package, Ken. You know that.
Jennifer, can you confirm
That's
or
what
deny
they.
that?
That's what they all say.
I don't know. Can
First
Jennifer
got a great
confirm or deny
package.
that? I don't know. That's what I want to hear.
That's a nice breed, also.
Oh, nice.
Hey, what can you tell us about the brand? I mean, somebody just introduced you to it, or how'd you
Yes.
come across it?
As of right now, all I can tell you is that it's top secret.
Nice.
Can't, more to come, but I will tell you the wrapping and I swear when I tell you the wrapping that's taken care of all the cigars in these individual packets. There's I think you got the Culture. They have different quotes. They have different poetry. I mean, it truly, the presentation is fantastic. And the cigar that's housed within this fantastic display and presentation is lives up to the pomp and circumstance of this.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Nice, man. That's nice.
So yeah, stay tuned. You'll learn a little bit more about it, but it is.
Is that a preferido or a perfecto size vitola?
Oh, that's
that's
beautiful.
Yeah, that's very nice. Well done. Well done.
Beautiful.
Great quality tobacco, aged. So something like this, I know Lars, you're big on the aged tobacco.
Yeah, you know me.
The flavor profile, fantastic, man, just fantastic. So, um, and then in a couple of weeks, I will be making the announcement of where the Stogie Road Cigars core line, the factory will be working with.
Oh,
Nice.
very cool.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Awesome.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
Hey, Bones, what's up, Bones?
Big
Hey,
Bones, what's up, buddy?
Bones, hey, Elizabeth,
So
Liz.
yeah, we're excited about that. So we'll have our core line, the Edition 35. We're gonna have the Sandella. We're gonna have the Sweetgrass Gringo. We're gonna have the Big Tony,
Big
all being
T.
made there, and then a couple of other surprises with some cigars from Stogie Road Cigars that are non-barber pole, but are going to be kind of
Just as damn
exclusive,
good. Just
short
as
run.
damn good.
Well, I've always, whenever Lars, I mean, you can definitely, with all the years of experience, I know in just the short couple of years that I've been doing it,
Thank you, Dwayne, so much.
what I wanted to do is produce a great cigar at a price that when someone gets to like, man, this cigar is $9. It smokes more like a $15 cigar, and I wanted to stay in that price range, just because I kind of always had that consumer mentality with traveling and wanting to produce that. It's a good cigar. We're gonna have a line of cigars that's going to be a little bit more on the higher end, a little bit more expensive, but really a fantastic smoke. It's going to be a little bit different. Like I said, it's not a barber pole, and it's
I
going to be
like
great.
that. I like that. There's certain things, certain times, you want that really high end cigar. Dwayne, you're right. Some Foucault, that's the shit. I love that cigar too.
Well, I agree also. I mean, with what Laura said, Kerry. I mean, you sometimes get a little bit accustomed to a great standard price point. It's a great cigar, but then you're almost like thinking, well, if they're doing it this good at this level, and this cigar smokes like it should be a little bit more, what could they possibly do to just top this? And it's a question that sometimes retailers like me, I've always said, what would they do if they just came out with something really over the top? I've always wondered, man, that's awesome that you're jumping on that, man. I think it's an exciting time for you. Are you looking pre-summer? Is definitely the big time for you, pre-summer or summer?
I think pre-summer, like right in early summer, is probably going to
Yeah,
be the mark with our brand. I mean, we don't want to rush things, obviously, so we've been taking our time, and we've had the opportunity to connect with a few factories and get samples, and they've been so fantastic and very professional, and you know. It's one of those things where sometimes it's a tough decision, but you just got to look at the global perspective. The products, the connections, the folks that you're going to be working with. There's a lot of things that factor into it. I mean, just from my own little couple of years personal experiences, you know looking and really focusing on quality construction, great tobacco, premium long filler, cigars, the barber poles, the construction on barber poles. We went through a whole construction series, right?
yep,
We
yep, yep,
talked
yep.
about what makes up a premium cigar. A premium cigar is not short filler and long filler. And that's no knock on the Cuban sandwiches, Duncan, right? A Cuban
Hey,
sandwich.
listen, I like a good Cuban sandwich as much as the next guy. God knows I'm fat enough.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
it's the premium long filler. It's using great binder. With barber poles. It's using the two leaves and really making a true barber pole cigar, and really focused in on that construction and having the right blended tobacco and the quality of tobacco that's going into the filler. Aged tobacco. I mean, we're sitting here with uh, Lars, who literally, I mean, when you talk about great quality construction and flavors, and just a master of aged tobacco and what can be done with it, right there's the guy.
And I'm one of the very few people still have really 40-year-old cigars. That's like not very well, not too many people. It's pretty much unheard of.
No, I mean, and particularly on the numbers that you still have, that you're right. That's
Yeah.
yeah, that's something. Hey, let me put you a little bit on the spot, Kurt, and maybe please definitely check me if you got to, but
You talking to me?
yeah, man, I'm talking to you.
You put me
I'm
on the
talking
spot?
to you. I'm talking to you.
All right.
Of what you got going
Put me
on.
on the spot.
What you got going
I
on.
love that. That was good. I love that.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you right there.
Yeah, talk to me.
I smoked the Edición 35. I smoked the sweet grass. I haven't done the Sandela or the Big Tony, but if you had to say this is the one that excites me the most, me personally, and I haven't even smoked it. I am looking so forward to that Big Tony. What excites you of those for you the most? I mean, come on, there's got to be one that just tweaks you a little bit more than the others.
I love you, Duncan, because you asked such a great question that literally just takes a little bit of that guilt knife and shoves it in and breaks it off and lets me know that you haven't had any of the cigars yet.
No,
So
shut up, man.
well, so I do appreciate that because you're right. I've been a bad friend when it comes to those two blends. When we got those blends, the last blends that we got from Honduras, it was a short run, and as soon as we got them in, they were gone.
Dude, I understand that.
But so well, I gotta deal with my own guilt here real quick, Duncan. I
shut
gotta deal with my guilt. I gotta deal with my guilt.
You're my best bud. Listen, you're my best bud.
Lars, I think I'm
Yes,
getting some
baby.
therapy after this. Oh, by the way, Jennifer, you got to post on what you made the other night and use the garlic, the Lars
Was that like
Tetens
a
garlic.
beef Wellington that she did? Was that a beef Wellington?
Sweet Mary Mother of God, I got to tell you something. I had it for lunch today. It was great, but
It was pretty cool. I saw it. It was beautiful, the pics.
man, it was incredible. What's up, Frank from Mexico? Which one am I excited about? Well, I'm obviously excited about the Big Tone because it's named after my father, right? So I want something big and bold and just takes charge like he does. So I'm really excited about that. You've had the Gringo, you've had the Edition 35. I gotta tell you something, Duncan. The Sandela was the sleeper.
Really? Wow.
Because you remember back when I released the Gringo was supposed to be released with the sister blend, right?
Yeah.
And then that kind of got put in the back burner with COVID and everything. And then that cigar I'm really happy with. I was like, look at this going, this is going to be my next favorite cigar. And then as we were going through the process of the blends, the original blends, and trying to interpret that blend, with the new factory, it literally had taken a Sandela, which I was like, yowza, like this is like my the Edition 35 is always going to be kind of that one that's my first cigar. It's my love, but it had taken that Sandela and just ratcheted up a notch. So that's really been the one that I'm excited for you to try.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. That aside, I think it's because of my love for your dad, dude. The Sandela is great, but there's something about that Big Tony. We've
Big
talked
Tony's no
about it
joke,
so
bro.
much. You explained it, the history, the love, everything that's behind it. As good as the Sandela is, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. The one that I'm super duper excited for is that Big T. I'm looking forward to that one, man. That's on me personally.
I will make sure that you get that. And I got to tell you something, Duncan, again, the original blend, which had, a lot of flavor to it. But wasn't, for me, what I was looking for with the bold flavors, the blend that's been worked on and now has been approved and moving forward. it's really taken that flavor to the next level too.
Nice, dude. That's
Lots of, I mean, it's got great flavor to it. It's got that great Nicaraguan, spice to it.
yeah.
It's bold. The construction is just fantastic. I mean, the burn the white ash on the sample. So, the one that's going to be a little bit different out of all the four is going to be the Gringo.
Really?
Yeah.
It's funny. We had a huge rush at one of the shops when the Gringo first came out because of all the excitement behind it. A lot of the guys, had never been exposed to Candela, at my shop. We're the shop that we had was, mostly, full-bodied smokers. Guys were all about the strength, the heaviness, the richness. And it was a shocker of a cigar because I wasn't expecting the guys to like it as much. I know that Mike, he bought originally 2 boxes from the get-go, and if I'm not mistaken, he still has some that he's maintained because he says, dude, it's one that I just wanted to keep for a while. And I said, well, Mike, there's some good stuff headed our way. So I always found that the Gringo, to me, was the shocker of the 2 that we were selling. The Edición 35 was just really always on point, nonstop. Look at Lars doing gang signs. I love it. Nice. He's like, well, is that West Side or East Side? What the
No, you said the shocker.
The
Shocker.
Oh, Lord bless it.
It's taking it's taking that nice. I actually, Lars is funny. I kind of let it go, but I was like, okay, that ain't gonna happen right now.
Hey, Frank says he can show us where he's at. Your pop's on. How you doing, Big T?
What's up, Paw? Good to see you.
Hey, Anthony, how are you?
Love you.
How are you?
Hey, Frank, are you wearing any clothes? Because you said you just got out of the swimming area. So, I'm just saying, please, whatever he wants to show us.
So Duncan, the Sweetgrass Gringo, and Lars, you've had the Sweetgrass Gringos as well.
Thank you, Frank. Love you. I love that cigar. I smoked that over at Cigars International. Yep. I did the whole night. I was talking about it, and then on one of the shows, one of these shows, I smoked it. I love that cigar. That was a beautiful cigar. There's not one of the cigars that I smoked of yours that I didn't love. They were.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, the Gringo it did have a really nice grassy flavor. It had that nutty flavor with a little bit of heat, a little bit of pepper.
That was beautiful.
I think that the new Gringo is going to have a little bit more pepper to it, a little bit more personality.
Less nuts or more nuts?
It has. It has less nuts, Duncan. I'm sorry.
Nice. Story of my life.
Less nuts, more power. So remember, my dad's watching.
I didn't know
Duncan.
whether it was the cigars or Frank's swimsuit we were talking about.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, that's too funny. So yes, less nuts, more swimsuit.
There you go.
But yeah, I mean it's the Edición 35 too. I mean, if you remember when the El Viajante, the first ones came out,
Dude,
yeah, it's actually the blend's more reminiscent of that OG blend.
Awesome.
OG blend, yeah.
Hey, Laura, where are the ladies? And no ladies tonight.
No. Everyone left. Actually, I had a really nice dinner with one of my cohorts and her husband.
Nice.
And we just hung out. We had a really nice little dinner. I made them. So I put up another 2 gigantic pork roasts. And I put that up, and then I had like some crispy Brussels sprouts and French fries. I made them flatbreads with goat cheese and pesto, and then goat cheese, and then another flatbread with another kind of cheese, some like artichoke hearts and shrimp, grilled shrimp.
Oh, dude, I like flatbread. You're maker, or you ever eaten that naan, the Indian flatbread?
That's the bread I made, the naan.
Oh, naan, man, it is awesome.
Oh, well, one of these days, you and your man's got to come up here, and I'll cook for you guys.
Absolutely, man. Shoot, that'd be nice. Can Kerry come too?
Kerry and his wife already have been invited. And Anthony, if you get here before your son, you're more than welcome to always come over, and I will cook for you.
Party at Lars. That's what we're gonna call it. Party at Lars.
Absolutely. Yeah, hey, your dad's not that far away. He could make a trip over here.
Oh yeah, my dad definitely.
Come over, smoke some cigars. I'll cook for you. Good times.
Thank you, Dwayne. I appreciate that, man. That's really true. I think all of us have a passion and love of cigars. Period. We all really, in our opinion, and at least in mine, anyways, we all speak well because all cigars in their own way are good. In their own inimicable way.
Absolutely. You like Brussels sprouts, Anthony? You will love the Brussels sprouts I make. They're incredible. I get fresh ones from the farm that's so good, and I just cook them up I grill them, and they're just super crispy on the outside, nice and soft and tender on the inside.
Speaking of Brussels, man, how about that Jean-Claude Van Damme, huh? How about that?
Oh my God! How about that movie he made where he was on?
How you guys talking about Brussels? How'd you go from Brussels sprouts to?
He made it in Brussels when he was in there from a bank robbery. Did you see that one? It is so good, and so he directed it. I think he wrote it, but I know he directed it, and he is playing himself. That he gets caught in a bank while they're doing a bank robbery, and he plays kind of like a scared guy, being bullied
That's
around.
hilarious.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I love that movie. That movie was great.
I'll tell you what, man. As dorky and stupid as it sounds, I used to watch all the old Van Damme movies so many times. The Bloodsport, the Kickboxer, the Cyber, all of those. I thought, man, you know what? Because I used to go to movie theaters, and the movies would be packed. Every time you heard Jean-Claude Van Damme on screen, it was just insane. The movie theaters were packed. It was great. The classic, Van Damme, Schwarzenegger, Stallone, any of those guys. The movie came out, movie theaters will be packed.
Yeah, true story.
All right, that was your Brussels story. Brussels.
So Brussels. How we get? I was wondering how we got from Brussels sprouts to Jean-Claude Van Damme.
The muscles from Brussels.
Brussels, because he's from Brussels.
Oh, and Brussels sprouts. I get it. Okay.
He's from Belgium.
Really, Carrie? Really?
Does Jean-Claude Van Damme is he good sautéed with olive oil, like other Brussels?
And a little garlic. A little garlic.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. A little taste. A little hair of the dog.
Frank says nobody's smoking cigars out there.
I am.
No, I mean, I think where he's at in Mexico.
He's in Mexico. He said he brought his own.
Wow. Nobody's smoking in Mexico?
That's crazy, man.
God, I don't have good food at the house. Jennifer always has good food.
That's funny.
Not me. So Lars, what's new in your world?
Well, I found out I have arthritis in my left shoulder, and I'm getting a full-on shoulder replacement next Friday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Full bionic, huh?
So tonight and next Thursday will be the last time after. I'll have to probably not be able to play guitar for about 3 or 4 weeks after that. I mean, it's painful now, but I still do it. I don't care. Yeah, my shoulder's trashed.
Wow.
So whole shoulder replacement.
Whole shoulder replacement.
When's that coming up?
Friday next week.
Wow.
I went into the doctor. He's like, if I have to rate arthritis deterioration, arthritic deterioration, I don't remember the words he used. He used the smart words, doctor words. And he was like, if I had to rate it, your shoulder from a 1 to 10, it's an 11. You have to do surgery now. You're staying at the hospital. I'm going to have you do all the testing, the blood work, the x-rays, all that shit.
Wow.
Now. So they sent me in to get it all done so they can fit me and make a model and whatever. And
you're going to have a bionic shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun.
We can make him better.
No, this is my little COVID pad, Daryl.
Okay, what you drinking? Is that a White Claw?
Fuck you.
Is that a White Claw?
Close.
I don't know,
Close.
man.
That's funny, man. That's funny.
Little dainty little can that I saw. I was like, what
Dude,
the heck is
I'm almost embarrassed to drink this, and I owe it to Jennifer. So Jennifer's like, hey, I found this, good beer. We're on a health kick, and she got
Thank you, Daryl.
Island Active beer,
Yes, Island.
Oh, cool.
and I said, Jennifer, we are not an island, nor am I active. It has 88 calories.
It's good, man. That's
Well,
nice.
yeah. I mean, but if you drink like 20 of them,
No, that'd be all right then. Balance
Yeah,
it out.
that'll
Balance
work.
it out in the end.
I'll do the trick.
but I do have to tell her, I have to give her credit. It's not bad. It does look. I do feel kind of White Clawish though, don't I?
I mean, when you tipped it earlier, I was like, what the hell are you drinking? Like a White Claw?
Fucking talking.
Jesus, how delicate is that?
I am White Claw. I mean, oh, God.
Wow.
I don't even know what White Claw is.
It's some trashy like
So that's my place.
beer thing.
It's,
It's part house, part restaurant, and
A little bit of everything, bro. A little bit of everything.
I
There.
just was blown away because I had to ask you, Lars, how tall were your ceilings? And you said they're like 20 some odd feet. I was like, man, that's nice.
yeah, it's good.
That's beautiful. I like that.
You have any meat hiding in the back there, hanging again?
Oh yes, I do. I have so much meat. So I have the pork roast. I'm always cooking steaks all the time, so because I'm always eating meat. But tonight, what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to do it in stages. So I'm making like a tray, So I'm going to take ground beef, make a tray of like burgers. I'm going to flatten it out, then put cheese and bacon and whatever in the middle, then a whole nother layer of burger, and then slow cook that and let it get crispy on the outsides. And then I'm going to cut it up into like squares, and I have burgers ready for anybody who comes in with cheese and bacon and burger.
Nice. Hello, Cynthia. Nice to have you with us tonight. Cynthia Fuentes.
Hey,
Hello,
Cynthia.
Thanks for hopping on. It's always
That's
a
awesome.
pleasure. Yeah, she's her and Melanie and Carlito were huge supporters when we were doing our locks of love and doing the donation of my hair when I shaved my head, and we were doing a huge fundraiser for the LLS. So they really definitely had taken our cause and kicked it into high gear and had taken it to the next level.
That's
I
awesome.
think we ended up raising just with some fantastic donations from them and a lot of great support. We had, I think, close to $15,000 we raised.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And
that's a great
Jennifer, you did a great thing picking that beer because that's they also have like that in Corona and Michelob and Budweiser, that 6 point or 2.6 or 2.5, 2.4 carbs. I love that because it's the first time really now since I've been doing this I can drink a beer every once in a while.
Yep, so there you go. Chris, the cigar holic from Amendola Cigars, my man.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
Welcome.
What's going on, Chris? All the
Good to
best to
see
you, brother.
you. Yeah. Chris is one of the good guys. As I said earlier, you get the Amendola We Are the Muscle sampler pack. You get all three of the core blends. You got the Maduro. Here's the Maduro. You got the Maduro. Then you have his Cremoso. And then you have the Natural. Duncan likes to say you got three of them. All there, VSR
Oh,
Cigar
Natural.
Oh, Natural. I'll tell you what, it is fantastic.
I love it.
So is that like
Yes,
like
Frank, thank you.
Like the whole family, you guys are trying to lose weight, or what are you trying to do?
Who? Just get healthy.
Just be healthy.
Just
I'm
be
not trying
healthy.
to. I have lost over 100 pounds, but I'm just trying to be healthy. That's it. I'm going to end up losing more weight, especially after this shoulder gets fixed, because, I train every single day, and I haven't been able to box with this left arm now for a little while. And it might have been the boxing which kind of threw it over the tipping point because it's crushed.
Wow.
Doc said there hasn't been cartilage in there for years. I just been in an enormous amount of pain, but
Oh
whatever.
yeah. Well, I can tell you what, the surgery is definitely going to do you a world of good, bro.
I can't wait to get
It's
this
going to do
done.
you a world of good. It definitely will. This cigar is fantastic.
Wow, that's awesome.
I tell you what, I wouldn't. I thought the culture, and I haven't. If there's a nicotine factor that makes it a more full body for the Scarlet Crown, but I actually felt that the culture had more flavor and more oomph to it than this. This is actually a very good, solid medium blend that's got some fantastic flavors to it. But I gotta tell you, I'm like chomping at the bit on this thing.
That's awesome.
You know, the spices are. It's not like a peppery that's just killing me. It's really has that horseradish, white pepper, olfactory. Duncan, you know how much I like the white pepper.
You do. You do.
Let's
You
not
know-
get racist here.
Hey, I like both white and black pepper. I'm cool.
All right, all right.
But then, also in the palate, it has those really soft and like the baking spices.
Yeah.
Very cinnamony type of flavoring.
Burn almost, right? Like a little soft, sweet little spiciness to it. or
Very
something.
soft, sweet burn. Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Even when you pull the cigar out and you smell it, it smells it has a little bit more of that baking seasoning, baking spice smell to it, even in the cold draw. But when you light up and you smoke it, it's kind of in the background. But when you're retro, you really get the full effect.
Wow,
Truly.
that's cool.
There's also another favorite flavor in here I'm trying to pick up. I'm horrible. This is where I don't review cigars. Duncan and I always laugh when we did reviewed cigars. We're like, it tastes like good tobacco with good tobacco and really, really good aged tobacco.
Yeah, dude. That's one thing I always tell everybody: if you come to me for a review, boy, you're in deep doo doo.
Yeah, I'm the worst at that too. I'm with you guys 100% because I'm terrible.
I mean, I respect those guys who write those really cool, really nice. I don't want to say flowery reviews, but they're very expressive. And people ask me, what do you get out of that? I go, well, I get really good tobacco out of this, and it's enjoyable, and I like it. And the classics, what are I think the classics are a little woodiness, a little pepperiness,
Leathery.
Leathery, wood,
the classics. Those are always there. But
S&M.
yeah, a little a little bite down on the leather. Hold on tight.
Not quite gimpish. Not quite gimpish, but has some leather to it.
Not quite Pulp Fiction, but
Not quite Pulp Fiction.
Not quite there.
I gotta tell you though, I love watching the Cigar Cabin. Dez is, I know it's Dez.
I'm just saying.
Fantastic. Daryl, and I'm not saying this because he's watching, but I love Daryl's review because I talk to Daryl every day. We chat. We meet every Sunday at Boda. Probably one of the most comprehensive and objective cigar reviewers, which is really tough. I mean, it's such a subjective, thing. Especially if some could be influenced by the rappers, the cigar band. Some could be influenced by the maker, but Daryl's really his are pretty dead on when it comes to his objective. And I've seen him rank cigars out of 5. He'll be like, "Oh, this is a 4.8 out of 5." Oh, really? That good? Yeah, it's not in my wheelhouse. It wouldn't be something I would buy. I wouldn't get it again. But so when someone says this is not a cigar that is not my wheelhouse, or maybe it's not what I prefer, but I give it a very high score, that says something.
yeah, that's really true.
I mean, I like his style too. His style on the way he does it with the numbers, and he breaks it down in that sheet that he uses. I mean, I think that's actually pretty on point.
Thank you, Anthony.
But you know what? It doesn't seem overwhelming either. It's not like a lot of information that when you're reading it or you're looking at it, you're like, man, this is just too much to grab a hold. It's all right there.
No, it's not
And it's
going to
all
romance you. Like you said,
Yeah.
some of these reviews, it romances you, and it tastes like the flower that was just freshly picked, at 6 a.m. with the morning dew.
I love freshly picked flowers.
I love
and
that.
and you know what, Lars, pick away, but you shouldn't describe your cigar that way.
Oh yeah,
My
true
first
story.
Pick your flowers, smoke a cigar, and be like, I love picking flowers at 6 a.m., motherfucker. However,
Dude.
this cigar tastes like tobacco.
Yeah, well, my first funny one ever when I heard it, and I think I read it and then I heard it, was the reference to manure, and I was like, what in the hell is this all about? When they said the aroma of hay and manure, and I'm like, whoa, hay and manure. I mean, are you talking like horse shit here? It was just, and it was utilized, and I've heard it many times, and I've seen it in writing descriptions, and I'm like, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I just didn't sign up for that class that day. I skipped that day. But manure? I've never gotten manure in any cigar that I've ever smoked.
Wow,
But I've been blending with somebody, rolling with somebody, or smoking with somebody. If you're getting manure in a cigar,
Oh my God.
You're
whatever
going down the
choice
wrong
you have
path,
made,
man.
that's on you.
I tell you what, I don't know, man. There's been some flavors along the way that just make you go,
Well, yeah, there are some cigars that I've smoked that are like, yeah,
like,
it's manure.
the fuck is this, moldy leaves? Jesus H. It makes me feel like I was a kid back in the day when it would pile up the wet leaves, and then you just jumped into them, and then like 5 days later, and when you jump into them and they've had time to just kind of start the whole process of turning into mulch and decomposing and getting moldy. It was like, man, that's just like I just jumped in a pile of leaves back when I was 8 years old. That was not good.
A moldy pile of leaves.
Moldy pile of leaves.
Yeah, dude.
But I mean, some folks. I mean, I've had some cigars that are really, really peppery, and even I like pepper, but man, some that just like, and Quincy. We were talking about Quincy before, right? He likes strong cigars, and the Ogre is a cigar that I've smoked before. That's a great cigar, but man, it's just for me. And
Was
Quincy,
that Michael's dad?
I'm sorry,
It's Asylum. It's
Was
Asylum
that Michael's
cigar.
dad?
Asylum.
Oh, okay, because you were saying Quincy and the Ogre.
No. Quincy's a buddy of ours who likes
No,
who
Michael's
likes
dad.
Quincy Michael.
Quincy Jones, Michael's dad.
Oh,
The Ogre.
gotcha. Okay.
You see, what Chris
No.
just said, I'd rather hear that. I call that a
Yeah.
barn. I mean,
Barnyard.
I kind of hear that than when someone says, like manure. I mean,
I've never heard manure though. I've heard barnyard. I've used hay.
I've seen it written in very prestigious magazines. Like, you've got to be kidding me.
Lord
Like,
Begord.
that terminology has been in there, and I've heard it. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. I mean, if you're saying like a barnyard smell, I can understand that. I can wrap my mind around that because there's a lot that goes into that. But if you're pinpointing that one particular aroma or flavor profile as that, you lost me completely. You lost me.
Yeah, that's
I'm starting
crazy.
another cigar that is literally, let's see, it was a year after I started rolling I made those.
It's
So
what, like 52 years old?
it's 40, I was 15, I'm 57, so 41 years ago.
Nice.
Wow,
About to light her up right now.
man. Now, how do you inventory these things? How do you catalog all this stuff?
Not very well. I have it
Fair
in my-
enough.
Yeah, I have it in my aging rooms, but it's all the stuff that I did when I was young, I never wrote down anything. I never wrote down where any of the, I didn't even write down whether it was a mild or full or medium or anything.
Now, not to put you on the spot, but
Go ahead.
would we be able to get a tour of the aging room?
You might be able to.
All right, fair enough. Sorry, Duncan, you're out.
No, I'm not even talking about Duncan. I'm talking about the other people out there are not going to.
Right. No, I'm talking about Duncan too. It's okay, Lars. We can keep him out. We can butt him out.
Yeah, listen, I've been left out of better places. It's okay. Thanks, Lars.
No, Duncan, honey,
I've been left out and kicked out.
I'll let you in a good place, baby.
Oh, man. That's what he said.
I know.
Rough crowd tonight, man. Gosh, it all started off with the leathery flavor and a gimp, and now you're freaking letting Duncan in through the back door. And then we talk about manure. It's just, and I'm drinking White Claw.
Yeah, you're drinking that street trash.
I'm drinking that's that street trash.
Street trash crap. Swear to God, dude.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
Back doors. I just saw something which apparently it's a Netflix. No. It's a Netflix documentary, but I didn't know about this. Did you guys ever know about that thing called the Varsity Blues scandals with that guy Rick Singer? That he was the guy that could get kids into Ivy League schools.
Yes,
he created
I
something
saw
called
that
the
documentary. That was crazy.
I never even heard of that, and apparently
Side doors, back doors, all this
Yeah.
stuff.
The hell are you guys talking about?
Millions of dollars to get their kids into these Ivy League schools.
Well, didn't what's her face get busted from Full House? She did that. She paid to have her kids put in.
Yeah, she went to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I was watching Netflix and I said, "Wow, what interesting documentary!" And this guy, dude, buku bucks, man, buku bucks. People were just paying him to like get their kids in. He'd make it up as he went. Had somebody take the test for them, and he was just a failed coach. This guy had been fired as a coach, and he said, "Well, if I can't make it as a coach, I'm gonna."
Where was he a coach?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking do you know where he was a coach?
I think it was in California, LA, or something like that.
Was it a college?
I think coach.
Well, a lot of those guys, especially if they're in a big program, they know all the different. If you got someone who's shady and knows all the ins and outs of being shady like that, I've heard stories from guys who played football in Division I that it's, you go to these big schools, you go to take your test, you put your social security number at the top of the of the page, you take the test, and none of these people are taking their test,
right?
It was an interesting document. I never seen anything like that, man. I thought it was very unique and. I was like, wow. What got to me is a lot of those kids never even had the smarts to even go to those schools. They never really did. It was just mom and dad.
Some of them didn't even want to go.
Yeah, exactly. Their
father. Imagine your parents are going to jail to get you into school that you didn't even want to go in the first place.
Yeah, it's crazy. And there's a lot of great deserving kids out there who can't even make it, and they're excellent students.
Yeah, but you know what? It's you got money. Yeah, you got money. You got the name. A lot of that goes a long way. It's that simple.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I'll tell you what. It was just interesting on Netflix. But
excuse me. Got White Claw. Ugh, give me the hiccups there for a second.
I'll tell you what, man. When that hits you, I'm telling you what, man. Brewed at the finest trailer parks in North Carolina.
It is. You can't even see my wheels. My house, like I'm covered. You're bad, Duncan. Now you made me swallow.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
I walked right into that one, didn't I?
Face first.
Jesus. You guys are horrible, man.
You should have just said I can neither, agree or deny to that.
Man.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Thank you very much for that. I needed that laugh. So, Duncan, you do got to straighten those pictures.
Yeah, I gotta. I can't even reach. Gotta do that one.
That's it. There you go. Perfect. Looking better.
I can't do it.
Looking better.
I'm winged, dude.
So are you going to start on? Are you going to finish that Robusto? I mean, what's up? I mean, one cigar for the day. It seems like you've relit it like 5 times, buddy.
Yeah, dude. I've
I'm
been
getting
like,
worried about you.
yeah, well, just I want to be healthy, and I got to take a very minimal dose of what do you call it? What did the doctor
You
call it?
got you got some Percocets going on there.
Yeah, I got to take that. And I told him I need something stronger, and he goes, "Nah, man. If I can't see you, I can't prescribe anything stronger." I'm like, right.
Yeah. Usually, you got to go in and get if they're going to increase your dose, they got to get a written prescription for opioids. So
Yeah, that's what it
you
is. Yeah.
can't get them to call it in. They won't do that. That shit just went to the wayside.
It's okay.
won't-
I'll double down.
Bones. I'm not going to answer that question. Hold on.
Oh,
Where can I
Bones,
be?
where
Bones
can
wants to
you
know
buy-
where.
right there. Right there. First
VSR
shop.
cigar fan, bro. Come on now. You know
Get
that.
his spices there. You are going to love them. Plus, he's going to have some barbecue sauce and hot sauce there very soon, probably next week.
Yeah, we're building
Really
up.
amazing barbecue sauce. Like I'm telling you. And not only that, but there's going to be a new seasoning salt, Stogie Road seasoning salt I'm making for him. It's going
Nice.
to blow you away. I'm actually used it tonight. Okay, so let me quickly tell you a little bit about. Kurt, I already have made this spice for you, but with the coffee and the whole thing, that whole stuff.
Right.
And so I put it on this amazing flourless, gluten-free chocolate cake I made, and I put the salty spice on the cake.
Right.
It is so good.
No kidding.
Yeah, and I had it on ice cream today. It was so good.
Well, chocolate and spice is always good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've heard that before. I gotta tell you, Bones, go to the VSRcigarfam.com and then, I got the direct link there. But I gotta tell you, one of the things I like about the website that we're building up to right now is just not only offering cigars. There's also accessories area where if you want to try a Bugatti lighter, if you want to get the Guayabera clothing from Joe Genovese, he's been freaking a supporter since day one here with the Stogie Road Cigars. I've known him for years, and and cigar prop. Kevin makes some great props. I love his bleeder tool. This thing is one of the best bleeder tools. If you have a lighter, it's fantastic. He's got some of his cigar props as well, but it's growing out into the spices. Jennifer's a cook; she loves cooking, and good food and cigars always go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
So if you if you really want to take your cooking to the next level, if you just want to take, the food to the next level, try these spices. I'm telling you. My dad put the garlic on his pizza, and it's fantastic. I told you before, the spicy sea salt that you have, I put that on everything,
And it tastes good on everything. I can't wait for you. I cannot wait for you to taste this stuff I made with. Thank you. No pinky ring, but I am wearing the watch my girlfriend gave me for Valentine's Day.
There you go. Very nice. Love it. I love watches.
Yeah.
Guys, I think it's done by Matt Booth, by Boofy. He did that for him.
What's that?
Room 101.
The pinky ring?
Yeah, that was done by Boofy.
Was it
Wow.
really?
Yeah, all guys' jewelry is done by Matt Booth.
I love Matt. He's
Yeah,
awesome.
That's fantastic.
He's been an exclusive client to Matt for well over a decade. I remember when Matt Booth first came out on the scene, which was I think around 2008, 2009, something like that. Fieri was one of his clients already, so it was Ludacris and a couple other like big name guys, just private label stuff. But all that Fieri wears is done by Booth. Pretty neat.
That
Yeah,
is
he's
pretty
very
cool.
Can't afford it, but pretty neat. Me, I can't afford it. I'm just saying me. Guy can't afford it. I can't.
I remember we went to the Carnegie Club one night, and it was like a whole bunch of people in suits. I don't know if I don't think I wore any kind of suit, whatever. But anyways, so I come there, and I met Maddie outside before we even went in. We all went in together, and Maddie was the best dressed in the whole place. I was just like, honey, you look the most chic out of everybody here in the New York City chic crowd. Everyone's trying to be Manhattan chic. He was the chicest out of everybody. He looked great.
Yeah, Matt's a good
Matt
guy.
Booth. That's
Yeah.
I think that's Kevin Shahan's man crush.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That is.
He was naked, hiding behind a sign or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
Shame.
yeah. He sent him his gosh, I can't remember. He's
The Namakubia. I think it's called
yeah.
the
God bless you.
Namakubia sign or whatever.
Yeah.
The no mask. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a big sign and Kevin was naked behind it. You know what? You know, some folks that think he's just not wearing a shirt and shorts. I truly believe Kevin was naked behind it.
In my mind, he was.
I believe he was. I don't in my mind. I think Kevin was that excited about getting that Matt Booth sign. He was butt ass naked behind it.
Holy shit. That's great.
Yeah. I just think, man, you know, he's naked back there, hairy, tattooed. God, I love it. Skinny. You know, things going wrong the right way.
Holy shit! The
was
freaking
good.
the Percocets are kicking in.
Yeah, baby. Double dose.
Wrong the right way. I love it.
You're complimenting Kevin Shahan naked. I'm gonna freaking call your doctor and tell him not to increase your dose.
I don't know if it's a compliment or not. I'm gonna just say it like that. I don't know. Kevin likes to bust balls. I tell you, every now and then it's always good to throw back. I like.
He
him,
needs
man.
to get it back though a little bit. You know,
good
he needs to
kid.
get it back a little bit. I know
You
he's
guys got the bullies. You guys are all bullies anyway. So you know, bullies. Need
he
to
he
get
deserves it. He deserves to be bullied from
Yeah.
time to time. You know, he's a good egg. I can't wait to have him back on with Dez, not less, and Daryl and everybody back on again. You know, that was a great show. We had all the reviewers on.
I agree, man.
It was. I mean, it's a really cool perspective because each one of them is different, but at the end of the day, you know, when it comes to the reviews that they give of cigars, you know, they are the most direct and honest. Just their delivery, you know, system's a little bit different. Like I said, I really dig Daryl's way of doing it. You know, even Bob the Cigar Guy. I mean, his cigar reviews. You know, I like his little bit of humor that he peppers in there with his with his explanation. Because whenever he can't pick out a flavor, he'll just like resort to some food group. You know, he does. He's like, I can't get the flavor, but you know, he'll go. It reminds me when I was a kid at a picnic, and they had peach cobbler sitting on the picnic table, and that fine crust with the cinnamon on top. That's what I'm getting, and it's like it could take you. It'll transport you to that moment where you know you're like, oh shit, I'm there with Bob eating freaking peach cobbler with cinnamon on top, and you know I love the way he transitions from what he's smoking to that. It's pretty funny.
I like it when he does the mashed potatoes with gravy and stuff like that. I love it. That's creamy. And I'm listening to that. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm getting hungry right now. Shit.
I know his is the only cigar review that I'm like, shit, I gotta eat. You know, this smoke is so thick and creamy. It reminds me of my grandma's mashed taters with some gravy on top. And I'm like, damn, Bob, that's a great cigar. I want to try it, but I want to go eat some food first, man.
No, I love Bubba, man. I love him dearly. You know, it's I still have he was posting the other day, like, who's got the original Bob the Cigar Guy approved stickers. I still got my my first one when
I got a bunch.
When he came to the first shop over here in Statesville. I was able to take that one down. I saved it, man. So I love that one.
Yeah, I got a bunch of his original stickers because I think he sent me a couple. I think I ended up buying a couple too, and I have a box of all the different stickers I get. And then I just kind of keep them. And I also have one on my car too from the original Bob the Cigar Guy.
Hey, speaking of artistic, what is it that you were posting the other day? Is that something that you're working on, or that Joseph was working on? It looked like a board, but you had covered it all up.
Joseph, what we did was we have a number of antique sewing machine cast iron bottoms, and my plan was to make a desk and use them as the legs.
Nice.
And Jennifer and I, got this great deal from this table that we found, and we were just going to detach the top and use the legs. And then when we got it, I was like, "Damn, that top's freaking cool!" So we kept it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make 2 separate tables from these legs that we got. And I have my monitor sitting my TV monitor sitting on top of the Singer, the black cast iron legs with a piece of wood on top. So I had him just glue cigar bands on top. And then I'm going to coat it, and hopefully I'll have a better experience, because I had some bad experience with using this clear cast stuff when I was making my Stogie Road Cigars coffee table. The first layer looked freaking perfect. I mean, we had it circle, it was cut. My brother-in-law and I were like bending the freaking trim. I mean, this thing couldn't have been any more spot on. And then I guess the next batch I got in it mixed properly, and it was just like, it was just goo. It never hardened. So for this, we're gonna do the top of it again, and then that's what my TV's gonna sit on top of. But he did a fantastic job. I said, listen, I'm gonna pay you to do this for me, and when you're done, you can tell me what you think you deserve to be paid.
So it's not like child labor laws are being broken or anything like that, right?
Well, no, because you can have. He's at 15, so he can work a couple hours, a day in a week. So there were no child labor laws that were violated. Thank you, Duncan.
Nice.
But he did a great job. I mean, he took his time, and he did a fantastic job.
No, he did look good. Man. He did. It looked really, really nice.
Amanda's on here. She was on my show. We should have her one time on. Hey, baby.
Anytime. But yeah, I mean, he did a fantastic job. I mean, I still have the first thing I ever did. The first one I put together, it looks horrible, and I compared it to Joe's. I'm like, damn, Joe, I was like 47 when I did this. You're 15. You did a hell of a better job than I did.
You always say, and it's funny, Lars. Kerry told me something hilarious one day. He goes, "Man, if you ever want to learn how to do stuff, go watch some young kid on YouTube." And then I thought about that, and we both had to sort of rethink that statement. I said, I'm not looking at kids on YouTube, man. I refuse to. That could get me into a world of trouble. But that's how I learned how to set up the microphone and the cameras and everything, dude. I would have to go to YouTube
everything
and learn. These kids out there, it's like second nature to them. And I'm struggling just with one damn cable, and they're saying, "Oh, you press the app, and the app does this, and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Wow, these kids! I love these kids, man. They're awesome." But I suck at being technical.
Everybody, when we first started doing the show, we were using a completely different free software, and I'm like, I don't understand half this shit. And I just popped on YouTube, and I typed it in, and it's like some 15-year-old kid, even younger, 12-year-old kid, going, "Okay, what you want to do?" And I'm like, here I am listening to this 12-year-old kid how to operate this freaking software. But sure as God made little green apples, bing, bang, boom. I was like, oh, I know what's going on. I had to fast forward through some of his little rambles, but I think every time I get stuck, I go to YouTube, and you can always find someone who's going to help you out.
Yeah, that's really true. It's pretty cool, man.
Even when I work on my car, I was like, okay, I got to replace the headlight.
Everything on cars, like even my mechanic,
ridiculous.
He'll like double check on YouTube different channels of how they think it should be fixed better.
Yeah, you're sitting there going, "Listen, dude, you're the mechanic. I'm paying you a lot of money. You're checking YouTube. I could have done that shit."
I know. Yeah, that's right. It is true, right? Amanda, listen, she learned how by just literally studying how to make beats and whatever. She's making some incredible music beats. She's a great singer, rapper, but she's making her own beats and setting them all up. She's good, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing what you can find on there. Yeah. I had a leak in my car, and then I also replaced the headlamps, and both times I checked it out, and even I pull up YouTube, and I'm like, okay, I can do that. Okay. I don't know if I can do that one, but it's amazing when I'm sitting there going, okay, 2011, Dodge caliper leak,
it's all there.
I'm probably I'm the only dick who's probably getting leaks in my car. It's like, no, here's a leak. Here's a video on how to fix the leak. It's like, are you getting water on your floor? Are you getting water on your floor? Are you getting water in the back floor? Well, here's where it's coming from. And we opened up. I was like, oh shit, we fixed it.
20,000 views or something or other. So it's more than just you out there, man.
Yeah, trust me,
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah, I know.
definitely. It's funnier than hell though. I mean, it cracks me up. So Lars,
Yes, brother.
with your shoulder being in the condition it's in,
Oh, I'm good.
are we
You
still
know
gonna
me.
have? Are we still
Oh
gonna
yeah,
have
I'll
an
just
exit music?
yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing painting. Amanda,
We got some
wish you were
exit
here to
music from
sing.
Lars. Duncan,
Blow
you can
this
sing
over
along
here.
if you'd like.
I may jump in. I may jump in.
All
But I told
right.
you I have that voice for staying quiet.
Do you know Outside by the Road?
Who doesn't? I mean, come on now.
Well, all right, well then go sing Outside by the Road.
Outside by the road.
No, sing Outside by the Road.
Oh, okay, okay.
I gotta tell you, that's lasted me the whole show. Look at
Nice.
that.
That is beautiful. Wow, what a great stick that is.
And really just nice transitions and just a really pleasant, really high end cigar. It was fantastic.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I stretched out my half a Robusto, man. I stretched that sucker out, but I can't do any more to it. It's good. I'm happy with it. It did its thing.
That's awesome.
So what's the tune tonight, Lars?
It's a song called Work that I wrote, I don't know, a few years ago. Yeah, first got put in the work, cowboy rebel, so dangerous. I said, yeah, first gotta put in the work, cowboy rebel, so dangerous. Well, I'm that cowboy in the caddy. The police, they trying to bag me. Got that trees, got that sneeze. We got everything you need. So if you need someone to rest, they be blood up in the face. Well, I'm that cowboy, cowboy. I got the fried chicken and the cornbread and gravy. Got the fat ass and 5-star head, baby. Ford pickup in the back like a bed sugar. Your legs around me like a pressure cooker. Feeling you so sweet like a pound chocolate. Smoke a cigar and drink some latte. Getting down with the hillbilly grub. Bouncing on the turbo to the new country first. You gotta put in the work. Cowboy rebel, so dangerous. I said now first, you gotta put in the work. Cowboy rebel, so dangerous. Well, I'm that cowboy in the caddy. The police say trying to bag me. Got that sneeze, got that trees. We got everything you need. So if you need someone to rest, they be blood up in the face. Well, I'm that cowboy, cowboy. Toast water foot to the sky. Your eyes looking like the 4th of July. Show your girl where the heart is. Ring finger, that's where the rock is. I'm still working them lips out. She says my love is pouring out. I'm in ecstasy being next to you. Get it up because you love me too. Well, first, you gotta put in the work. Cowboy rebel, so dangerous. I said now first, you gotta put in the work. Cowboy rebel, so dangerous. Well, I'm that cowboy in the caddy. The police say trying to bag me. Got that sneeze, got that trees. We got everything you need. So if you need someone to rest, they be blood up in the face. Well, I'm that cowboy. Cowboy, yeah. Back road flowing like a mudslide. When I get on like a ride and glide. Forward pick up in the bag like a bed sugar. Your legs around me like a pressure cooker. Yeah, feeling so sweet like a pound of chocolate. Smoke a cigar and drink some latte. Getting down with the hillbilly grub. Bouncing on the tour to the new country first. You gotta put in the work, cabaret boom, so dangerous. I said now first, you gotta put in the work, cabaret boom, so dangerous. Well, I'm that cowboy in the caddy. The police, they're trying to bag me. Got that sneeze, got that trees. We got everything you need. So if you need someone to rest, they be blood up in the face. Well, I'm that cowboy. Cowboy.
Nice.
Fantastico. Lars, I'm sure this is not the first time you've heard this, but your voice is very Elvis Costello.
Oh, really? No, I never.
Really? You never heard that?
No. But that's interesting because I definitely did listen to Elvis Costello.
Very Elvis
lot.
Costello. Like you could be the lead of an Elvis Costello cover band.
Oh, shit.
My voice is more like Lou Costello. Completely different guys.
Well, yes, it is.
Completely.
I think
Oh, look.
that
Duncan put his hat on. That's cool.
Amanda was saying, "Where's my hat?"
I love that.
see, you could if you just said, "What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?"
Oh, yeah.
What's so
fun about peace, love, and understanding?
Costello?
Yeah, what was the other song that he did? I love that song. Has the girl's name? Damn.
Allison. That's all I know.
I love that. That was great.
No, not like Roxanne, right?
No, not like Roxanne, but I do. Like, Costello's like one of those guys that I had a manager years ago that was a huge Costello fan. Huge Costello fan.
He was so great.
It always reminded me of. You ever watch Taxi, the show?
Yeah.
With Andy Kaufman.
I know what it is, but I've never watched it.
He played Vodka, and he went through this transition where he played a hipster, and he was in the garage with these big earphones on, listening to this record. And Louis De Palma, who was Danny DeVito, was really young. Danny DeVito, he's going Vodka, and he wouldn't. He had his earphones. He couldn't. And he grabbed the arm of the recorder of the record player and scratched it across the record.
Oh my god!
And he throws the earphones off. He goes, "Hey man, lay off my Costello." Oh
Good.
Man, love it. Oh God, man! Another Thursday night, another great time with you guys.
It was awesome.
I give it 2 thumbs up, but one of mine is not working. So I'm
2
gonna do
thumbs up, one thumbs
thumb
up, 1 thumbs up, and 1 hidden thumb.
There you go.
We don't know where it is, but we'll just say it's hidden. Are you going to be able to make it next week, Lars? I mean, I know you got.
No. Thursday, I'm going to be able to make it. Just Friday, I'll be getting the surgery done.
Gotcha. Well, we'll be definitely thinking about you for a speedy recovery, and
well, you'll hear from me. I'll probably call you from the hospital.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, that'd be great. Lars live from the hospital. Make sure someone sneaks in a guitar so you can do your song with one hand.
Right.
But we what's really cool is over the next several weeks, we're going to have some pretty cool guests on the show.
Yeah.
We're going to have more cigar talk. And be on the lookout on the Stogie Road cigars. I mean, for the VSR Cigar fam, be on the lookout for the Scarlet Crown. Be on the lookout for Smooth Sailing. And then my favorite, the Culture. This cigar is literally freaking fantastic. This is a cigar that you have to buy, you have to get, you have to smoke. It was a time machine for me. And anybody wants to pick up any of Lars spices, we have them on vsrcigarfam.com. We're going to be expanding that section. I'm really excited about that part. As I said earlier, I just truly, that connection, if you can't really get into cooking and we're, commenting about Bob the Cigar Guy, but if you can't get into the food element and the spices, when you're smoking a cigar, and you're pulling out spices from a cigar, you should be able to understand the spices that you're referring to. And I'm hoping one day I can smoke a cigar and be like, this tastes like Lars spicy sea salt.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, well listen, I want to thank both you guys again for another great time, another great
It was
show.
awesome. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Kev. Great show. Thanks for the music outro, as always. And from Senor Duncan, do you want to plug anything, Duncan?
Yes, I will be selling advertising space on my upcoming Armcast. I'm just selling. I'll be putting Stogie VSR right here and Lars Teton. I'll be selling advertising space. So everywhere I walk, you'll be like, there's a promo of your cigars on my cast.
I love it.
Just make sure you spell it right. It'll be fine.
Just, thank you, first of all, to everybody that sent me well wishes. When people found out this happened, I appreciate it a lot. I'll be a little bit out of commission. I'll be more around the house for the next few weeks, but we got some great events up and coming. As I mentioned, we're going to be in May. We're going to be with the Charlotte Cigar Festival. We're excited about that. In June, we're going to be doing the first of two cigar events with the Statesville Country Club folks. Really, really happy about that. And then a couple of things that are coming up that are biker related. So I'm really looking forward to that. Also, this coming summer, our good buddy Seamus, who is an avid biker, is setting those up. So Maggie Valley up here in North Carolina does a couple of great big events that are charitable events. So I'm going to be going up there and a couple of different locations, which I'll be advertising as well on the Los Tres Maduros show. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Now, always at 7 p.m.
Beautiful. Thank you, Daryl.
Man.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
definitely.
You very much,
we got two bum arms. I feel like I got to go out and fall off the roof or something to hurt my arm now.
And I'm going to plug Kerr's store so you can buy my seasonings and my hot sauce, barbecue sauce. I'm making a very special one for Stogie Road salt and Stogie Road's barbecue and a bunch of stuff. It's going to be
Thank
awesome.
you, sir. Thank you. I'm
I love
looking
you,
forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. From Duncan, Lars, and Care, another great show from the Stogie Road Diary. The journey continues. Catch us next week. Lord knows what we're going to do, what we're going to say, but we're definitely going to have fun. And hopefully by then, I'm still working on some information I'll be able to release. The new factory we're going with, it's exciting. It's in Nicaragua. So some great times ahead. So everybody have a great night and a great weekend. God bless, and we'll see you soon.